Hello and welcome to the Power Bank Expert YouTube channel. Today we're going to be unboxing the Crave PowerPack 50000mAh, which is a massive power bank by Crave. To my knowledge, their largest power bank they offer. They do have other models, but all of them are smaller in capacity, ranging from 10,000 to 20,000 mAh. But this one is really up there at 50,000 mAh. This is a power bank you would want to get if you want to charge really power hungry devices such as laptops, gaming consoles, or if you want to charge maybe your phone but for a very long time. So let's get straight into it and see what information we can gather from the box before we open it. So on the front side we can see the image of the power bank itself, and here underneath we can see the fact that it can deliver up to 100 watts of power. Then on this side we can see that it comes with fast charging. Again, the capacity 50,000 mAh. Then the company logo here. Here is the same information as on the other side and here as well. So let's have a look at the back side where we have more information about this product and what's inside the box. So first of all, we can see that it comes with a wall charger included in the box, which is quite a rare thing. Most of the power banks that you will be purchasing online come without this wall charger and you would have to supply your own. So this is quite a bonus because you will be sure that the charger you will be using is a charger that is the most compatible with your power bank and will charge your power bank in the fastest way. Next we can see that it has a quick charge 3.0 outputs. So it's compatible with Quick Charge 3.0, and then of course Type-C outputs as well. It's compatible with laptop charging, so you should know that not all power banks that you can purchase online can also charge laptops. So they need to provide enough power in order for them to be compatible with laptop charging, and this power bank is. And then we can see that it has an LED power indicator, and then the capacity of course 50,000 mAh. And then here's a more detailed look of the product, but we'll look closer at it once we get it out of the box. And then here at the bottom we can see charging and discharging values, and we can see that it has different ports with different inputs and output values, and the maximum output value of a single port is 100 watts, but altogether the total output value is 123 watts. So meaning that if you charge multiple devices at the same time, combined all of the charging ports can deliver a maximum of 123 watts. And then here we can see more details about the capacity. The capacity of 50,000 mAh translates into 185 watt-hour, and this means that you cannot take this power bank on a flight. The maximum capacity that is allowed on a flight without a permit is 100 watt-hour, and power banks between 100 and 160 watt-hours need a permit, and anything over 160 watt-hours, which is the case of this power bank, is definitely not allowed. So in case you want to get this power bank, you need to make sure that you're aware of the fact that you cannot travel on airplanes with it. Otherwise, you risk it being confiscated when you check in. And then here we can also see that it has a charging time of 5 to 6 hours, which is quite fast given the capacity. We can usually expect this kind of charging time for power banks that have maybe 15,000, maybe 20,000 mAh. That would be like a regular charging time for them, but for a 50,000 mAh power bank, that's a really fast time. So it's something to consider before deciding to purchasing it as well. And here you have more details about the size and weight, and the warranty of 18 months, which is included inside. So that's the information we can gather from the box. Let's open it and have a look at the items inside. So right away out of the box we can see the power bank itself. I'll take it out and put it aside for now, and first have a look at the other things that are inside the box. So first of all, what we have here is very small and succinct user manual. To be honest, I expected something that would be a little bit more detailed, but I guess this is everything one would need in order to check out the specs and usage instructions of the power bank. And here we have the charger. Charger comes with PD USB Type-C charging, which is a fast charging protocol. You can see that it has pliable prongs. We can see the Crave logo here. It's a very sleek looking charger that doesn't take up much space, and the best thing about it is that you know for sure that it's definitely compatible with the power bank, and it's a charger that will help your power bank charge in the fastest time possible. And here we have a carrying pouch. You can put the power bank inside it and prevent it developing scratches as you transport it. It's a very nice cloth, most likely polymer cloth. It feels very nice to the touch, and it's always a good idea, you know, to protect your power bank if you're traveling and you want to avoid damage to it. And here we have a charging cable, which is a USB Type-C to USB Type-C charging cable, and you can use it to charge your power bank. Unfortunately, from what I can see, it's rather short. So if you want to have more flexibility, maybe you can consider using a longer cable. But this should do, and it should do its job for its intended purpose. So those are the items from the box. Let's put it aside for now and have a closer look at the power bank itself. It comes wrapped in this plastic cover. So let's start by analyzing the product itself and have a closer look at it. As you can see on the front side, you can see the Crave logo and the product name, PowerPack. And then here on the side, same thing, but also we can see the model number there. On this side, it's only saying that it's made in China. Here we have nothing. And here we have the ports. So let's have a closer look here. We can see that we have two different USB Type-C ports. One is able to deliver up to 60 watts of power and one is able to deliver up to 100 watts of power. And both ports are input and output ports. It means that you can charge and discharge through each of these ports simultaneously. I'm not actually sure if you can charge the power bank using both ports at the same time. That's something I need to look into, but both ports have this feature of input and output. And then we see here two USB Type-A ports, which are both Quick Charge 3.0 compatible, which is one of the most popular fast charging technologies, especially for USB Type-A ports, because for USB Type-C we have PD, which is power delivery. And here we have the power button and the 4 LED lights, which denote the charging level of the power bank. Let's press the power button and see if this power bank is charged. We can see that only the first light is blinking, which means that this power bank has less than 10% charge in it, which means that it requires charge. Now let's look on the back side as well and see what we have here. And this is some information about charging and current values for the different ports of the power bank. And again, we can see here the total output value of 123 watts. In terms of build quality, this power bank feels very well put together. It's made out of metal casing, so this part here is metal and the back part as well. However, the ends are made of hard plastics. So it's a combination between plastic and metal. And here as well on the sides we have a shiny plastic strip, which is a little bit fingerprint mark prone, but the rest of the power bank is quite safe for fingerprints. You cannot really see any traces. So yeah, in terms of build quality, it seems to be a mix between metal and plastics, but overall it's more metal than plastic, let's say. But to the touch it feels very sturdy and very well put together. Another thing to point out is the fact that this is not a light power bank. You can see it's quite thick, quite large, and of course it's not light. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but given the capacity it's completely understandable. However, you should know that this is a power bank that you cannot, easily carry around with you unless you put it like in a backpack, in a bag, and so forth. So if you're going like camping for long periods of time, or if you just want to make sure that you're safe when a power outage comes and you can charge your devices for a long period of time, then this is a great device to have with you. So what I like about this power bank is, of course, its massive capacity. I know that I can rely on it for a lot of time without running out of juice. So this is definitely the most important aspect that the power bank comes with. Another thing that it's important for me is the fact that it has two different input-output USB Type-C ports, and the fact that it can deliver a lot of power, which means that I can even charge my laptop with it, and that's something not all power banks can do. So this is quite rare, and it's something that I appreciate in a power bank. On the other hand, what I would have liked to see on this power bank, instead of these 4 LED lights, I think it would have been better to have display screen which could more accurately show the charging level instead of just having these 4 LED lights. I think those are like fine for like smaller capacity power banks, but for bigger capacity power banks, I think it's much better to see the exact charge instead of just to estimate it. One more thing that I didn't really appreciate was the really short charging cable that this power bank comes with. But other than that, I think this is a great deal. And if you are looking for a high capacity power bank that is able to charge power hungry devices for a long time, then this is one solid choice you can make. So there you go. This was the unboxing of the Crave PowerPack 50000mAh power bank. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I'll also post a link with a more in-depth review of the device. Thank you very much for joining, and see you next time. Bye bye.